Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for February 2024. This is for Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising, and we're going to jump right into it because this is a loaded month. This is a huge month. We have 26 aspects. We have 26 major aspects. That's pretty much one for every day of the month. It is a leap year, too. We have 8 conjunctions. This is huge. We're going to talk about this later. This is very rare to have 8 conjunctions in 1 month. Oh my goodness. And some of these conjunctions, so rare. Some that we will not see for years, okay? This is, when I say it's a big month, it's a big month. Especially because we also have no planets retrograde. 0 planets retrograde. Everything is going to feel like Roadrunner pace. A lot of movement this month. A lot of changes this month. Lastly, we have not 1, not 2, 6 planets in Aquarius. We have 6 planets moving through Aquarius this month. We're obviously in Aquarius season. We clearly know that Pluto is in Aquarius. I've been talking about that a lot. We have Mars, Mercury, Venus, all moving through Aquarius. And we also have a new moon in Aquarius. There's going to be a lot of activity. Now, I have to tell you right now, Sagittarius, for you particularly, all of this is your 3rd house of communication. So you are definitely going to be having a lot of conversations, okay? And I want you to take advantage of this moment. And listen, a lot of y'all are definitely going to sign contracts. One other thing that's happening, we have a full moon in Virgo at the end of the month. Hello, that's your 10th house of career. Some of y'all are definitely having some career changes, career enhancements, endings, moving into a different phase in career jobs. But 10th house is also public recognition. It's fame, it's honors, it's achievements, social status, leadership. So listen, let's do it. Let's get started. And if you are new to my channel, I do break it down. So after I do your spread, I break it down week by week. And this is when I go into detail on what is going on for you every week and days you need to pay attention to. And I really want you marking in your calendar as well, because these are going to be really big days for you. So let's do it. Let's get started. Sagittarius. Again, this is for Sagittarius and Sagittarius rising. And if you do want to read for your moon, and your Venus, look at my shuffling skills. If you know your birth chart, you are absolutely welcome to, if you want more insight in those areas of your life. So Sagittarius, let's get started and see what's going on for you. My hands are so fumbly today. Also, I wish you could see out the window. It's snowing. It is snowing here in New York. It's so beautiful. We barely got snow last year. And you are, wow, you're really good. You're really good, Sagittarius. Did I say it earlier? I'm going to be talking really fast because there's just so much to cover. Let's get to it. Your life is changing, okay? And I think that a lot of y'all know that. I think a lot of y'all are aware of that. I do read your comments, okay? I know that a lot of y'all are going through changes, for the past, I would even say like past few months, ever since your birthday season, but let's get started. You're good, by the way, and just expect a life-changing month. I know that is a very, it's a big phrase to say, but can I just show you right now? Look what you got in the heart of your spread. We'll get to that in a second. You got the 3 of Wands, okay? Amazing. This is all about, the biggest thing that's coming up for me is a sense of self-discovery. There is this new you. It's really funny because we really kicked off this year with a bang, right? Starting in January. And a lot of people say you can consider that New Year's doesn't really start until, it didn't really start until Pluto moved into Aquarius. But, we're here now in February where you're going to start feeling a lot of change. And it's clearly you're going through it. Clearly you're planning a lot of it. Clearly you're ready for it. Okay, that is the 3 of Wands. Okay, this is what I call like the green light card. You're ready to go. You've already done a lot of self-discovery and maybe even soul searching and considering looking at your spread. Yeah. You're still going to be doing it this month. But there is a sense of like, let me do this new thing. Enter this new part of my life. This card is all sky, by the way. Look at that. You know what they say, the sky's the limit. And I think that you see that. Hello. Going straight from the 3 of Wands to the Death card in the heart of your spread. Now, let me remind you, the death card is one of the best cards in the deck. One of the best cards, all right? So this is the card of this big transformational process that you're having. A lot of it is like, really, look at what's happening here. You have the death card at the heart of your spread and the hermit in your crown. You are definitely doing some really deep soul searching, like even just like really embracing spirituality, really going deep, really trying to understand what is the next step for me? Where do I want to be? And even planning these big moments in your life. I mean, you have the death card in the heart of your spread. I haven't seen that in a long time, not just for you, for any sign, okay? And mind you, this is a monthly reading, not a weekly reading. This is a whole month of transformation. And again, these 8 conjunctions are just like boom, 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 pushing you forward, forward, forward. Now, this, you see the sun coming out on the horizon, by the way. All right. This is absolutely special. This is you moving in this new direction. Just expect big change, a lot of personal change. Okay. Now, the other thing is, remember how I said soul searching and whatnot? The death card is Scorpio, right? And that does rule, Scorpio does rule your 12th house of the subconscious and intuition. And so again, a lot of like just going deep this month, this personal evolution, this personal journey that you're on where you're seeking a lot of more enlightenment. You see like a finish line and you're just like, I want this for me now, and I'm going to get it. Now, you did get the Queen of Cups in your challenge area. Just don't close yourself off too much. The biggest message actually coming through is just really just be open to a lot of things this month. It is going to be a month where there is going to be a lot of powerful stuff. We even have the Sun and Mercury squaring Uranus, and we're going to talk about that later. That is going to be like almost like hitting a wall, and you're like, okay, what do I do? But we'll talk about that later. But just don't close yourself off to things and stay in touch with your intuition. Because the Queen of Cups is the most intuitive queen to a psychic level. That's how intuitive she is. You can even see her gazing at her cup here. It's almost like a crystal ball. Like, she's very intuitive. It's because she's in touch with her superconscious. All that love to give, all that self-love. Don't close yourself off this month, okay? If you feel that you're like, no, you want to go like, I love everything. I love everyone. You also got the Hermit in your crown. Hey, yeah, did you see your last week's reading? Just take a look. See the pattern. What keeps coming up in your spreads. But now the Hermit's in your crown. This is absolutely amazing. Okay, so a lot of y'all are definitely thinking about career when you see what's happening here. A lot of career energy with the 3 of Wands. Some of y'all could have started a new career, saw things in a new way in career. Maybe on this journey where it's more, you're seeking things that are more like satisfying for you, like more like in touch with your comfort levels. But a lot of career stuff. The Hermit, by the way, is Virgo. Okay, this card is attributed to Virgo, and so remember what I said. Virgo, your 10th house, career. But also, if you're not here for career, public recognition, the way that you want to be perceived, again, like social status, achievements, fame. All right, but look, you also got the Ace of Pentacles and the root of your spread. So yeah, a lot of career energy here. Okay. So, but even still, with the Hermit in your crown, it is that soul searching. It's like going within. All right. A lot of y'all are going to be seeking this, wisdom. All right. Especially the Hermit. Look at this. All gray. Gray in tarot is wisdom. You see, this is all gray here. So what I love about the Hermit is that, sure, he may be going within to think about what's next for him. What do I want next? But he's not getting lost, if that makes sense. He's still you look at his stuff, it's rooted in the earth, in the ground, Virgo being an earth sign as well. So there's this practicality and also just staying in the present as well. All right. So this is really great. Also with the Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of y'all definitely just expect this new thing to happen in your life this month. Okay. This is the biggest pentacle on the deck. So it can have to do with money. It can have to do with wealth. I wouldn't be surprised if money was on your mind recently, or you got a promotion, or you got more money, because all that activity in Capricorn was in your second house of money, of wealth. Okay. But also remember, pentacles are also your physical reality. They're earthbound. All right. It's very grounding. And so there also could be something in sense of like something new in terms of your physical world. All right. So maybe you got a new car that Honda Civic you've been eyeing, or whatever it is, whatever you do, you Sagittarius, Lamborghini, you do you. But something physical in your world too. Even like, if you think about what's happening with your North Node in your fifth house, overlapping with Saturn and Pisces in your fourth house, yeah, a lot of y'all could be having babies, especially with a month like this, astrologically. But that's also something that is very possible here, okay? But there is a sense of movement, okay? Sense of like doing this soul searching, really knowing who you are, what you want, going on this soul journey, having this soul awakening as well, which is really nice. But again, like, you're good. You have this Six of Cups in your future. And so again, you see the children here too. I mean, again, the baby energy is really big. North Node in your fifth house, procreation, right? Saturn and Pisces in your fourth house, a lot of focus that you're having on home and family and the foundations of your life. But this is huge. This is absolutely huge. Six of Cups in your future, because what this is saying, I'm going to show you something here. The biggest house in tarot, okay? A lot of comfort, a lot of stability, a lot of protection. You're moving into that. You're moving into that to the point where you can like let down your hair too on a personal level. Like, okay, I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place. I'm being taken care of. Tapping into your inner child, right? A lot of nostalgia in this card too. You could have some really nice nostalgic moments that really fuel you, things that just feel good. Nostalgia has been proven to improve quality of life and well-being and mental health and all those things. So you're good. You're having a big change this month, Sagittarius. Let's get to your stuff. Sagittarius, you are did we decide if we like Sagittarius? Did we decide that? By the way, if you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Let me know what's going. Talk to me. Let's hear it. What's going on? So what are these big changes happening in your life? Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're good. You're good. I'll say it right now. Okay. Best monthly reading that you've had probably ever, because it's not just the spread or the astrology as well. It's what I feel too. It's the energy that I get. And oh my gosh, like, that's just like, you're good. You're absolutely good. Let's keep going. Queen of Swords. Hello. You're definitely like moving through this month being very headstrong. Okay. And I want you to as well. The Queen of Swords is great. This is someone who does have a lot of power, a lot of authority. Swords, the mental suit, right? So a lot up here, a lot of just like things making sense, but also truth, facing your truths and not letting anything slip by now, not letting anything slip by, even in your physical reality. Okay. Like, people like can't lie to you. They can't lie to the Queen of Swords. She is also someone who is, it's almost like she's very similar to the Justice card, right? Only the truth, nothing but the truth, but a lot of fairness at play, a lot of balance at play, but really, really just head above the clouds. Like, you know what you want and you're going to go for it. And I want you to do that because look, you have the 10 of Pentacles in your external factors area. When I talked about family earlier, when I talked about like things happening at home, oh yeah, come on. Oh yeah. It's snowing and it's raining Pentacles in this card. Okay, it's raining pentacles that are actually in the form of the Tree of Life. This card is prosperity. This is the you made it card. This is your kingdom come. This is a lot of wealth, a lot of money. All right, so a lot of y'all are definitely feeling a lot of that. And when I say wealth, look how comfortable they are. Look how comfortable they are with the card with so much comfort. With the Six of Cups, you're good. You're moving into this place where things are just so much more comfortable for you. Okay. And so, yeah, a lot of y'all could be moving into a lot of more wealth in all areas of your life, like wealth in your family. Okay. Wealth in, relationships, wealth in career. This is huge. All right. Again, money can be a huge factor for you too, especially coming out of Capricorn season, Capricorn season, and all the aspects that we had in Capricorn. But even still, the one thing I'm going to say, which is just blowing my mind, another thing, this card is, it's a Virgo card. It's attributed to Virgo. And so once again, your 10th house of career. So there is a lot that you can look forward forward to, especially if you're for career. But in terms of family matters, home matters, relationship, love, I mean, you do see the 3 generations of family here. I mean, they're very comfortable. You see the harvest. You see how big that castle is. You're good. You're absolutely good. Just keep moving forward. Just keep moving forward, accept this change, and have, feel the love. Feel the love. You have the 4 of Wands. This is absolutely amazing. I mean, you're going from the 3 of Wands to the 4 of Wands. Look at you. Look at you. Sagittarius, this is absolutely amazing. 4 of Wands is more, it's like the milestone, right? It's like celebration. And again, it seems like a lot of y'all are looking for big moments and maybe at home. So like getting proposed to, getting married, having children, buying a house, or even like, if you are here for work, I mean, ones are heavily related to your passions, but also career as well, like work and enterprise and jobs and whatnot. So getting a promotion, getting a new job, starting a new career. I mean, there's so much that is going to happen for you because at the end of the day, and your final outcome, you just got the 8 of Wands, the cards where you see the wands aligning for you. They're completely aligned here, zipping through the sky. Think of them as arrows. This is really important, okay? Think of them as arrows. The reason I say that is because this card is attributed to Sagittarius. You just pulled your own card. And so you are the archer. And so think of these arrows just zipping through the air, but the fact that they're aligning perfectly. So this is saying that everything is going to move fast for you. Everything, and it is a month where things are moving fast. I said it from the very beginning, within the first 20 seconds. This is a month where things are going to move fast for you. You're going to feel it. Things are going to move in your direction. There's a lot of enthusiasm with this card as well. A lot of excitement, a lot of just like, things feel good and everything's aligning. You're good. You're absolutely good. This is your best monthly spread that I've seen for you in a long time. I mean, it is a big month of change, but it's a big month of change moving in the direction that brings you a lot more comfort, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of things that are moving for you, things, just life in general, like moving forward and fast in the direction that you want. Now, let's break it down week by week, Sagittarius. So the first week of February, oh my goodness, we kick it off. There's a lot happening. Okay. So there's a lot happening. What I want you to know, on February 4th, Mercury officially enters Aquarius. So this is going to be a big deal for you. Okay, for you, because remember, all this activity in Aquarius, we already have Pluto in Aquarius, we have the Sun in Aquarius, Mercury is joining Aquarius. Mercury, the planet of communication, in Aquarius, which rules your 3rd house of communication. Mercury is the ruler of the 3rd house. So there's that alignment there. And so and Mercury in Aquarius is all about being forward thinking. Think about your future. Think about your future being very innovative. Thinking outside the box is a big thing. Don't be square. Don't be square. Do you get it? Thinking outside the box. Anyway, I'm going to keep going. I mean, and funnily enough, Mercury in Aquarius is like, you could have some conversations, important conversations about your future, the things that you want, but also think about Aquarius. It's like they have that quirky vibe to it. So kind of fun conversations and quirky conversations and maybe some conversations that are like pretty unique for you. But what's interesting is the day after is the first conjunction, Mercury conjuncting Pluto. Okay, so now we're talking. This is having a lot of power in words. This is when you may be thinking that there's this depth that you have in terms of thinking, logic, and communicating. This is going to be very powerful. This is a day that I want you to really look out for because you could be very curious about something around this time and explore it very deeply. All right. Pluto brings that depth, by the way. So just keep that in mind. Again, a lot of this is just, you may have like a really big conversation about your future. You may receive news about things that you want around this time. This is a huge conjunction, and it's the only time it's going to happen this year, Mercury conjuncting Pluto. So take advantage. Now, how perfect is it that 2 days later, we have Venus trining Uranus? Amazing. This is absolutely amazing. This is a day where it is... just think about breakthroughs. Think about breakthroughs in terms of like what your heart desires. Okay, Venus, which does rule money and love and sex and beauty and creativity. There could be something new brewing for you around this time too. Something like maybe even like this new, just like a shiny toy that you see, just a new hobby, maybe even a new love interest, or something just new that's going to arise around this time. I mean, remember, your mind's going to be just like, just a lot going on, but in a great way. But on the 7th, what makes this Venus trine Uranus really special, and remember, Uranus is a planet of surprises, so something surprising could happen around this time too, in a beautiful way. On the same day, Mars will sextile Neptune, and now this really brings that spirituality. This is like a lot of compassion. This is a very dreamy. I love this aspect. It's just like there is a drive toward your higher purpose here. I absolutely love it. On the same day, Venus trine Uranus, it's amazing. Now, on the 8th, we do have the Sun square Uranus. So this is where things can get a little like, oh, what is going on? This could be like, there could be something, again, something possibly unexpected or surprising where you're just like, oh, I did not see that coming. And it's like, now you have to like work around it, but we'll talk about this more in the weekly reading, but there could be some sort of breakthrough around this time. Okay. Remember, Uranus is all about breakthroughs. Just keep that in mind. Now, the 9th is when we actually have that new moon in Aquarius, but remember, the Sun is squaring Uranus, which is the ruling planet for Aquarius. So I would just be mindful around this new moon. We'll talk about it around, more in the weekly reading. But it's just a very interesting time where there may be something new that could be something that you did not see coming, and it really could be something like a message or something. Remember, this is still, Mercury is still like at play here in your 3rd house, so it really could be something with communication. Anyway, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for the first week of February. 5 of Cups. There's going to be something that when I say there's so much power in words. I've been harping on Mercury in Aquarius for you because it is going to be a big thing for you. The fact that Mercury is in Aquarius in your 3rd house, okay, that's a big thing. No other sign, by the way, just you. And so there is a potential, remember, with Uranus bringing all those surprises, something that happens that brings you like, oh, no, right? I'm getting more of like, it might be you. All right. So that's why I want you to be very careful. It's really the fact that Mercury is going to be in Aquarius, and everything in Aquarius, any of these planets, anything that's happening in Aquarius is your 3rd house of communication. So again, let me just remind you and make this, emphasize this. It's going to affect you more than all the other signs. And so just when I say be careful, there's so much power in words. It might be a time where, just be mindful about, the way that you speak, maybe some things that you don't want to say, you could regret. I mean, you could see here, I mean, this is the, obviously you got the 5 of Cups. So it really is a card where, sure, there's a sense of regret. He's looking back at the cups, not looking at the future. Okay. You see the 2 cups behind him. All he's got to do is turn around. He's got to let that thing go, let it go in the past. But having the responsibility it's all about emotions, right? It's all about taking those actions to move forward. Okay. So it really for emotional healing. All right. Now the thing that I was going to say is that this is all potential here. So there is that potential that something can happen this week where you're going to just be like, oh no, I kind of regretted that. I shouldn't have, oh my gosh, I am just not. Okay, this card fell out, so we'll just, you got the High Priestess. I was going to clarify the 5 of Cups for you. That one fell out, but let me pull one for you. Okay. Yes, that was what I was looking for. Now, you see, you got the 5 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Devil, okay? So, this is going to be a week. Something's got to go. Something that and it could be something like, again, it may build up. It's like, if you don't trust your intuition, remember, that was the biggest thing. You have the Queen of Cups in your Chandra, right? So it's like, trust your intuition. Have that love. Don't like hold anything in, but just like embrace the love that's going to be happening in your world. There's going to be so much love going around, especially this month, okay? But there is going to be something that could happen that could start, you may feel a little sorrow around, all right? This is the card of like sorrow, but remember, there's hope in every card, and all you have to do is look up, okay? All you have to do is look up, resolve, whatever this is, for that emotional healing. You have the High Priestess reminding you to trust your intuition. Always trust your intuition. If there is a conversation you need to have and you know it deep down in your gut, have that conversation. Otherwise, it may be something that continues to drain your energy. And this is happening the week that the sun squares Uranus. So remember, there could be something surprising that happens. That just be on guard, all right? And it's going to happen for, every Sagittarius is different. Every Sagittarius has a different birth chart. You're all different from each other. You all have different rising signs. Every Sagittarius is going to take a different message from this reading. This is going to resonate for a Sagittarius in a different way. So just remember, this is just saying something, sure, will likely happen. I'm getting more I'm getting more of an impression it might be you other than the other way around, something happening to you, but it is very possible for that to happen as well, for something that happens. And again, it can be on a scale from 1 to 10. Some Sagittarius, you'll probably feel this, like maybe a 1 or a 2. It could have been someone like speaking to you the wrong way, and all you have to be like, hey, do not speak to me that way. And they're like, oh, sorry. Okay. But for some, maybe like a 6 or a 7. It's just how you handle it. Remember, it's all about now. This cup's already spilled. There's nothing you can do about it, right? Have that emotional healing. Okay. Do what you have to do to resolve. Trust your intuition. Otherwise, it could be something that's like, the devil is everything that you think the devil would represent, like bad behaviors, vices, pessimistic thinking even. Okay. So just remember, whatever this is, you definitely want to heal from it sooner than later. And you have all the possibility here with the High Priestess, which is amazing. Now let's get to week 2. All right. So the second week, Mars moves into Aquarius, and Mars in Aquarius is aggressive. Venus is going to move into Aquarius. Remember that. So really going to soften that. But when I say aggressive, it's just like you could feel very, very, like when I say this, like is going to be a month of change and things moving fast. Well, Mars is bringing all that action. Mars is a planet of action and has a lot of energy, and a sign that is very like visionary and taking action for your vision and really going for the things that you want, where you want to be, where you see yourself in the future. But a lot of authenticity with this. There could be like a rebellious side of you that comes out. Aquarius is known for that, like very independent side comes out. I mean, think of James Dean, very, iconic Aquarius. But here's what's crazy about this month. All right. The 13th. And I'm going to talk about this because this is happening the day before Valentine's Day. Now, if you celebrate it, I want you to know on the 13th, Venus will sextile Neptune, which is all about romance. This is all about romance. Cannot be more romantic. And when I say romantic, if you're not here for love, it can be, like romantic toward the arts or, your passions. It's whatever resonates with you. Now, but what's happening on the same day? Mars conjunct Pluto. This is huge. This aspect, okay, Mars conjuncting Pluto, the two most powerful planets. This is explosive. This is really high energy, really big, like sexual energy too. Remember, this is like sex drive here. All right. So if you are here for Valentine's Day, if you're here for that and all that, there's that intensity. Okay. But if you're not, it's still this strong desire toward your passions, even having a lot of, desire for power too, like empowerment as well. This is such a rare aspect, by the way. It's not going to happen again until January 2026. All right. So take advantage of this. If there are things that you want, listen, here's the other thing. These two aspects are so strong, you're going to feel them on Valentine's Day. All right. Now, on actual Valentine's Day, the moon in Taurus will conjunct Jupiter. This is absolutely amazing. Remember, Jupiter is a planet of luck. All right. So the other thing, and so like you see, like if you are single too, by the way, wow, you will great month to meet your soulmate. There's so much happening here. But we'll of course talk about it more in the weekly readings. Now, on the 16th, Mercury squares Uranus. So now the Sun and Mercury square Uranus. All right. So Uranus Uranus, by the way, is in your 6th house of everyday activities, okay? And work and career, more like the process of work, but health and fitness is in the 6th house as well. But listen, this is going to be, we'll talk about it more. Just don't sign contracts on the 16th, okay? And again, this is another date where you just want to be mindful about the way you speak. All right, no but anyways. You know that when I think I brought it up last time. It's when you're in a conversation and you tell this great story, and at the end of your story, the person's like, "But anyway." You don't want to do that, especially with these squares or with Uranus. All right, so Venus moves into Aquarius on the 16th. Okay, very high spirited, really wild energy. I love Venus in Aquarius. I actually in my chart, I have Venus in Aquarius. So there is there's a lot of like mental, remember Aquarius is an air sign. So like in terms of like what Venus represents and like what your heart desires, it's like having this mental grip on it, really thinking about it. Like intelligent conversations is something you might really love around this time. Now on the 17th, Venus conjuncts Pluto. Oh my goodness. I mean, did I not say this is a big, there's such an intensity. There's such a depth with this in terms of like matters of your heart and what your heart desires and what Venus represents, which is love and sex and beauty. But also remember money. So money could be also a big thing for you around this time. A lot of confidence around this day. I like this. It's, this is just so much like attraction on this day with Venus and Pluto. It's such a powerful attraction. It could be a day where you just feel compelled by someone too, or just compelled by this big passion. Again, this is just such a rare aspect. And then on the 18th, the sun moves into Pisces. Now we're talking a lot of attention on home matters, your domestic life. Not that there isn't already, but now we have the sun moving into Pisces, joining Saturn. So let's see what's going on for you. Again, Mars conjuncting Pluto, Venus conjuncting Pluto. I mean, this is crazy. This is a big week. Let's see what's going on for you for the second week of February. You have the Knight of Wands. Absolutely amazing. That's really great. That's just forward momentum. That's a lot of like fire. Knight of Wands is actually Sagittarius too. And so this is double fire. Knights are fire, Wands are fire. This is double fire. This is you going after the things that you want. Nothing can stop you now. This is feeling it too. Feeling the like fire under your feet, right? This is that card. A lot of transformation that comes with a Knight of Wands. So you are in this transformational mode now. Now, the third week, the biggest thing of all, Venus conjuncting Mars. I already said, like, what happens when Venus and Mars gets together. But do you see when I was talking about, like, it's a month of, like, sexuality, sensuality, intensity around that. It's intimacy. Like there's a lot of that happening. Now the chemistry between Venus and Mars, you already know about. I don't have to go through that with you with these two lovebirds. But this is also, just remember, there is not only like a lot of like sexual energy, but it's creative energy too. Remember, Venus does represent creativity, but there is just know this. We're going to talk about it more in the weekly, but this is something that is so powerful when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships, when it comes to what your heart desires, when it comes to the things that you want in your life, the passions you want to go toward. This is the day. This is huge. This is a rare aspect. This again, we don't see this again until 2026. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, 22nd, Mercury moves into Pisces. We have a buildup in Pisces now, and then we have the full moon in Virgo. So this is a big full moon in Virgo. One thing that's happening is Jupiter will trine the full moon. So the planet of luck, prosperity, good fortune. We'll talk more about it, but just be ready to let things go because you're starting this new phase, a lot of a commitment, especially again, career. Okay. If you are here for career, if not, just your passions. All right. So the third week of February, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you. And you got the Eight of Cups, so you are moving away. There is something that, it's almost like something's better for you. And I'm getting the impression there is almost like, kind of like a transition period or like a handoff period phase that's happening this month, or even just an ascension into a new direction for you. But even still, with the Eight of Cups here, This is very, very interesting. The reason why is because the Eight of Cups is attributed to Saturn in Pisces. All right. So once again, a lot of energy around Pisces. Remember, we have Mercury in Pisces, Sun in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces. And again, that's all in your fourth house. So there could be, I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all move around this time, move in with a partner, buy real estate, get rid of real estate. There's something there, maybe, moving overseas, children moving, something like that. I'm going to clarify that one for you. Wow, Six of Pentacles. You're moving into remember, you have the Six of Cups in your future with the Ten of Pentacles, and now you have the Six of Pentacles. I mean, look at the direction he's moving, okay? In that direction. You're good. You're good. You're absolutely good. A lot of balance in this card. A lot of harmony. A lot of sixes, the heart of the tree of life, by the way. And a lot of generosity, gratitude. If you're looking for support, it's coming. If you are the one that wants to offer support and help people, yes, that's very possible too, with the Six of Pentacles for the third week. But also remember all this energy that's in Aquarius, all these planets in Aquarius. Aquarius is the humanitarian. It is like a lot of society energy. Now, last week of, where are we? February. Yes, the 28th. This is the biggest day. Okay. Not only do we have the Sun conjuncting Mercury, again, Mercury being in Pisces now. Okay. So remember that we have the Sun and Mercury in Pisces. This is in your fourth house, and this is a Kazemi, like a refresh. Not only on that day will that happen, Mercury will conjunct Saturn, and Saturn will conjunct the Sun. We have a Saturn Kazemi. This is the biggest refresh. And this is, again, in your fourth house of home and family. So, and your domestic life, your domestic sector. This is really big. So let's see what's going on for you for the last week of February. You're good. It's almost like everything that you wanted, you're getting. Especially... you have justice in the root of your spread last week. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you did. And now you have it is your last week. It's almost like, again, the biggest message coming through is like, you're getting what you wanted. You're cashing in your karma points, heavily associated with karma. If there are any like legal matters, things are coming to an end around that. But there's also like, if you've been in a place where you're like, am I doing the right thing? Do I know if I'm doing the right thing? Like, you will know. It's almost like you already know. It's everything kind of like comes to this conclusion, but there's that wisdom that you're seeking. Remember, with the Hermit in your crown, you see the two columns here, gray with the Justice card. This is honestly like, you're good. Just take that action. Take that action. This is an absolutely insanely amazing spread. Okay. There's a lot of change happening, but a lot of cycles within cycles too. This is a big month. Okay. Remember, it's that first week. Something may happen where you're just like, bummer. But as long as you trust your intuition and have that resolve and that emotional healing, you'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. But you're just going to look at this. Like, remember, Death card in the heart of your spread, Eight of Wands, and your final outcome. You have the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, external factors area coming with the Six of Cups. You're good. The Ace of Pentacles here, you're good. One of your best spreads that you've had. And again, we'll talk more about all these other cards in the weekly, but definitely in the first week, there could be something, just that may be the only thing. But I'm getting it something that you may do or say that you're like, oops, I probably shouldn't have said that or have done that. But then it's easily fixable. Okay. It's easily fixable. But you have to take that action for it. Okay. And you want to do it for yourself for that emotional healing. So, but in any case, I would this is insane. You're good. Sagittarius, thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this reading, it would be great. If you like, subscribe, leave comments, let me know what's going on. I will see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.